With my partner Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. We are just about set to kick it off. And we're underway at legendary Lambeau Field. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
30-yard line.
First carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun. It's Love. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. And he will go all the way. Matthew Golden. Touchdown, Green Bay. Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers will race out to a quick 7-0 end. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. He'll get this past the 20 before he brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Goff going to open up with a throw. Pass complete to the rookie first-round pick. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play. Here's a first carry for their running back. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Up. Black 20. What's up?
On play action, Goff. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
On 2nd down, Goff. Working 3 downfield. It is Williams. A pickup there of 28 yards.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked up by Anthony Cooper.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Ready.
On play action, Love. Over the middle to Golden. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
21 yards. And the Packers first down.
Set, ready.
First and 10
ready.
at the 41-yard
Off the
line.
play fake. Here's Love. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
From the gun, it's Love. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Damone Clark. He gets in for the sack. It took a while, but that is his first on the year. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Yellow, 43, ready.
To throw is Love. That's caught by Harrison right side. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. It is a big-time play for the Packers. 36 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
60 red. 60 red. Hut, hut.
On first and 10, here comes Jake. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line.
Ready, ready.
Here's second and 6.
Now second and 6.
Let's go. Right, white. 40. Ready?
Throwing is Love. That is hauled in at the 5. And the Packers are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
First down.
Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them first and goal. 5 yards from the house. They've got it first and goal.
Come on, set. Ready?
Here's Love to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
And they get a little bit back there, but still a long ways to go coming up with third and goal.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Right, two. Let's go now. Set, hut.
From the gun on third down, it's Love. He pulls it in around the 5.
I'm an aggressive guy by nature, Mike, so whenever I get fourth and short in plus territory, I want to go for it. You're not going to win many games in this league settling for field goals. You have to capitalize when you find yourself in a position to score.
Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on.
A 20-yard attempt.
His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And the Packers will extend to a 10-0 lead.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
From the 35, it's first and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. That's caught downfield by McBride. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a first down to go with.
First down.
Hey, two, two.
A gain of 15. First down. Lions.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. Lions ball to begin the second quarter. They've got it second down and 2.
DC. What?
They'll run with Emmanuel Wilson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Rashad. Gary in there to bring him down for his 7th sack of the year. So on fourth down, the Lions send out Jack Fox to punt. That's field it at the 7. And they'll finally put an end to this, but a great return to the other side of midfield.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Steal, black. Here we go, set. Ready.
To go play action with Love. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's first and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 10, black.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And it'll be forced out of bounds, just a couple yards short of a first down. That's a pickup of 8.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward.
And he'll take it on in. Mark Harris Jr. Touchdown, Packers. That is 16th touchdown of the year. McManus on for the point after. The kick is good. And the Packers move further out in front. It is now 17-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10. To throw is Goff. Crushed. It's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
Hold on. 180. 14. 14.
Here's Goff. His throw, left side, forces Slaw. He's got it. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Detroit.
Throwing, Goff. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
All these defensive linemen, I promise you, they all want sacks. That is how you get paid. That is how you make your name. But it's also the other plays where you can affect the quarterback. Can you make them feel uncomfortable? Or in this case, you don't get the sack, but it was the hit that's able to alter the pass to fall incomplete.
Throwing on second down. Goff. He's going to look for the home run ball. Are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Like, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. You're not going to get away with it at this level.
Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line. Well,
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
That complete to Jacobs. Now he's loose at the 40. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal. A big gainer for Green Bay. Gains an even 70 yards. Ball resting on the 9. First down and goal.
Come on, 52 blaster.
To throw is Love. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. From the 1, second and goal.
Here we go. 45, wide. Bang.
On the pop pass, this is Golden. And he's in. Matthew Golden. Touchdown, Green Bay. And that is touchdown number 25 on the year. Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers are able to extend out to a 24-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Safe kick taken at the 5. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. On first down, it's Goff. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And this will be incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm. And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
He'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. He's got it. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. Well, a big play there, and maybe a big break, too. The ball going out of bounds. And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay. So they might be taking a look at this one. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. That one is complete to McBride. And he will score. Trey McBride. Touchdown, Lions. His 4th TD grab of the season. What a luxury to have in an offense, a tight end who can take it down the field like that and take it the distance. Shades of Greg Olsen back in the day.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike, but I think it's clear by now that we all know what's the most impactful position on offense. It's the tight end. And when you have a guy like this who can not only make those difficult catches underneath, but who can get down the field for these big plays, man, you got yourselves a weapon.
From the 6, here comes a return. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over.
43 Ready.
Love to throw it on first down. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with first and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. And he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this second down play.
Packers 2-yard line.
Here we go. What's up?
Wilson. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up third and goal. That's timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their second. And they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go in this first half. They'll let the fullback try to push the puck. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball first and goal. And, Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
And that is incomplete. 2-point conversion attempt winds up being unsuccessful. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Bo Melton on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
It's not enough. You sell it, but it's not enough. You that are really stuff, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough.
Smack. Red. Red. Cut.
On first down, it's Love. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
Goff's going to throw here on first and 10. He's got it at about the 8. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's first and goal.
So every team practices this on both sides of the ball. They call it sudden change. So in this case, the offense takes the field quickly following the defensive takeaway, and now you want to get off to a fast start, generate a quick play, and spark your possession, and it's exactly what they're able to do here, picking up that first down.
The Lions call their first timeout as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Goff to throw. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. Now here's a timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
Super. Value three. Hey, lift. Louis. Hard ball. What's that?
A second down throw for Goff. Out to his right. Now he's just going to flip this phone. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. Cade York and the field goal unit coming on the field. That one is good. So, one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He's across the 20, taking down just shy of the 25. We go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run with Wilson, and that'll go for a gain of about 4. The all-pro Micah Parsons there for the stop.
4 yards on the pickup.
From 29, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing here is Goff. A short one here, caught by McBride. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll go play action with Goff. That's into the hands of Emmanuel Wilson. And he'll be ripped out of bounds after a gain of 6.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
On 2nd down, Goff. That's right side and brought in by Williams. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. A pickup there of 13. First down, Detroit.
He got 13 yards.
Like
And the
20.
Lions, first down.
A run here with Wilson. They'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
We spend so much time by talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job.
That is caught. What a throw. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Lions. On now, Cade York for the point after. His kick is good. And the Lions will tie this game at 24.
Get your money up. Get your money down. On all of that. On my people down.
Jack Fox, the kickoff for the Lions.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Melton now to return. Now an opening past the 30. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield.
At their own 48-yard line.
Black Ultra. Ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Up to the left side and taken in by Golden. He's into the clear again. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 37 yards.
16-yard line.
Here we go. It's drill. 52. Red. Black 40. Hut.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. He'll go underneath to Jacobs. And he's into the end zone. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Packers. Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers will go up by 7. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield. first and 10. Here's Goff. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
That's into the hands of the fullback. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That's caught downfield by Teslam. That pass play good for 22. Good for a Lions first down.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Lions.
From the gun, it's Goff. He's got it inside the 5. And he's going to be marked out of bounds down at the 3. That is catch number 60 for the season. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal.
180.
Goff to throw to the goal line and in. Jameson Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. 2 touchdowns for him in the game and 60 on the year. York good on the extra point. And the Lions will even the score here in the third. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Melton now to return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Set, cut. Ready.
That's complete on the tight end screen. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down. From the 34 now, it's first and 10.
Yellow. 22. Set, cut.
From the gun, it's Love. He's going to air this one out. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
Set. Fight. 97. Cut, cut.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. He's going to look downfield once again. And that is incomplete. Tucker Kraft was the intended receiver there. And it's going to be third down.
So something they teach these defenders, especially in the secondary, Mike, is to trust your eyes. Don't panic, don't overcommit until you see where that ball is being thrown. And it's a great example here, the defender just trusting those eyes, breaking on the ball, and Williams comes away with the pick.
Catch number 7 so far in this one, and a first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
2 first downs, and they're at the 46 now. It's first and 10. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. They're going to work this down inside the 45. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down.
And I think it's really been to all of our surprise. We haven't really had to say his name very much so far, and I think you can give the defense all the credit for that.
Here we go.
There's his first catch of the game, and it comes here in the third quarter.
inside. It's brought in by Golden. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
Let's go now.
38-yard line.
Red, 38.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready.
Here's 1st and 10.
Ready. Ready. Ready.
Jacob will get it to start the 4th quarter. And he'll get about 5. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
Ready,
Brings up
ready.
2nd and 4.
60
At
red.
the 22-yard
60
line.
red. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Back complete to Jacobs. And he'll take this one in. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Packers. His 2nd TD of the game. This one gives his team the lead. Greg, that's the way to handle it. Up 1, go down the field, get the touchdown, and extend the lead to 7.
Mike, the key for this offense is they were at their best when their best was needed. Being able to extend this lead late in the 4th quarter, they've got to be feeling pretty good about where things stand to close this game out.
This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. Goff to throw on 1st down. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
I'm not sure how many guys grow up wanting to be an NFL fullback, Mike. They don't get the ball a ton. They're used to do all the dirty work. But in this case, this guy's showing off. Hey, coach, you get the ball in my hands, I can do some things.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything?
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. That is Joey Bosa in on the sack.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. They put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Woods. And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back-end coverage work together. Man, that was big-time ball.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down.
Packers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
33, yellow. Set.
Love will give it up on a pop pass. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Ready up.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6.
Set. Hut. Ready.
Now Love. Going right sideline and complete. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Green Bay. Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete.
Well, they pretty much need a touchdown on this possession. And I think if I'm the defensive coordinator, the fine line you have to find, Mike, is I know I don't want to give up a deep shot, but I also don't want to just play prevent defense and give up too much underneath. So just continue to find that balance, make them go the long way, and just bleed this clock. This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. They've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Isaac Tesla was the intended target. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down. All 3 incompletions, and now brings up 4th down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
20.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He's got his man complete. That's Tesla. A gutsy call, but they pay it off. It's a gain of 17. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. This throw left side for Tesla. He's got it. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on 1st down. From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. Goff to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Now, after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. Love to throw it on 1st down. Quick slant into the hands of Golden. Now he's loose again. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 86 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Now it's McManus for the point after. It's up and good. And the Packers are going to extend their lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. On 1st down, it's Goff. Back left side, that's the tight end, McBride. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
Hold on.
39-yard line.
What? Well, you won. 17.
Goff in the pistol. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. How about this one, too, to start the drive? Mark him off with a gain of 24 and another first down.
First and 10.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Williams in motion. Look wise, get this one complete, and he is out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage, so you end up losing a couple of yards. Not a good first down. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. He'll go play action with Goff. The throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Open man, right side. He's got it. And he will score again. Jameson Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. Touchdown number 17 for him on the year. And his 3rd of this game. The pressure got to him. He was handsy through it. It's incomplete. And they come up empty, trying for 2. The kickoff unit is out there. And they'll send this one away.
This is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Let's go. Set.
They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with 2-minute warning coming up momentarily.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
He'll go underneath to Jacobs. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Packers.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Fight, 97. Blue, 30, Fury, yellow. Set, cut.
They'll drop the throw. To the outside, he's got Harrison. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
52 blaster. Deep red, 38. Set.
Back to throw is Love. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
17. Black, 95. Hut.
Here's Love, operating out of the pistol. Got his man at the 6. And he's going to be marked out down at the 5. Here's a chance to put this game away. First down and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
He pulls it in around the 5. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be second and goal.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. McManus on for the point after. He's got it. And the Packers tack on one more to their lead. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. He fields it at the 8. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. First and 10. Here's Goff. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Edgerrin Cooper.
That's about as bad as it could possibly get. Like, we're only one play into the drive. You're trying to establish a little early rhythm, get something going, and now you're jogging off the field watching your opponent celebrate in the end zone. So they're going to have to come back out here on offense pretty quickly, regroup, take a deep breath, and try to bounce back.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
Hey, 76! 76! 76!
Out of the shotgun. It's gone. The ball's out. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football, get on it to keep possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play. Third and long.
Set, ready. Black 40. Steel, black. Slide blue. Hey, blue. Red, yellow. Set, go.
Back to throw. He's going to try it here again. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So, it's a win for the Packers. And that's now 4 victories